What I learned in my 26 days of practicum. In this story, I will be sharing all the things I learned in my 26 days of practicum so far. With only 5 more days left, I can certainly say I've learned so much and gained immense experience that I'm very grateful for. Let's start with number 1, week 1. Entering my practicum placement, I was so overjoyed with how organized the facility was. With the latest and greatest core values of practice, it was empowering to see how the adults learn just as much from the children as the children learn from the adults. Number 2, I've never felt more distress from that first observation of a toddler handling a glass plate. 3 broken dishes later, I discovered authentic learning, which allows children to experience real-world contexts that are relevant and beneficial to their development. Number 3, toddlers love stickers. Number 4, those who work in childcare are always happy. That level of patience is reflected onto myself as I keep an open mind when problem solving becomes difficult. Number 5, try to focus on what the child is doing right rather than what they are doing wrong. Other children will notice and begin to follow positive actions. Number 6, the activity planning and area setups will only take 6 hours to prepare their first time. As the weeks go by, you'll find that this is not the case and that they're actually very fun as the children enjoy new activities and different toys to play with. Number 7, when you ask a toddler to come try the bathroom, you better ask to save their toy. Number 8, I learned to change my first diaper. Well, not mine, but the toddler's. Number 9, I found that I learned best from modeling current ECE skills and strategies. Number 10, I learned that toddlers love to participate. Any opportunity you give them, they're always glad to help. Number 11, understand that positive and specific praise is a major and more effective key in building successful actions. Number 12, with emergent curriculum, you allow responsiveness from the children and create meaningful experiences. You'll never run out of ideas because the children certainly have some. Number 13, the power of choice. I can't stress this enough. Just be sure that it's not unintentional choice. Number 14, I learned that you don't have to be a giant megaphone. Tone and expression are just as useful. Number 15, I also learned that the title of this story has now changed to 23 Days of Learning in Practicum due to the most collective number of snow days in university history. Number 16, with so many snow days, that means that the weather hasn't been ideal for letting the children play outside. 3 weeks stuck inside was certainly a challenge. Number 17, I learned that taking risk allows for greater learning opportunities. Number 18, always end a loud activity with a quiet cool down to ensure your next activity is set for optimal listening and engagement. Number 19, it's very alleviating to know that instead of worrying about stressful thoughts as I doze off to sleep, the song Pete the Cat and Fire Truck are stuck in my head instead. Trust me, you'll never forget these songs. Number 20, always have a clear vision of the entire room. Number 21, understanding the difference between connecting with the children versus directing their behavior. Focus on that relationship and your classroom will thrive. Number 22, one of my favorite things I've learned in practicum was knowing that the adults don't just tell the children no. There's a reason for everything, and there's always a way for the children to understand that. And finally, number 23, the most important thing I've learned in practicum is that being an ECE is an extremely rewarding job. I was so lucky to have an awesome team partner who was both relatable and very helpful. Receiving feedback from my professor and lead teachers really helped me to succeed in the early childcare setting. I'm so excited for what the rest of the journey has to offer in my future practicum experiences. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy the journey too.